do you assess the performance this afternoon?
It's a difficult one. I think we didn't start well enough that first half. We allowed them to get into their strengths, which is their maul. We gave away a lot of easy possession. Our breakdown wasn't good enough in attack. We just allowed them to get in the way into the game that way.
Was it our discipline that allowed Gloucester to get a hold of the match? They were 26-6 ahead at half time. Obviously there were 2 yellow cards in the first half too.
Yeah, 100%. You know, discipline can come across as giving away penalties. It can be giving away possession in different parts of the pitch. Obviously the 2 yellows don't help. It's tough enough defending with 15 men on field, let alone 13. So you know, they'll be hurting the boys that got carded. So look, that's the punishment done. But we've just got to be better.
It was definitely a much better start to the second half. The impetus was quite obviously there. What was the messaging at half time?
We couldn't wait to fire a shot in that second half. I think that was the main thing. We knew we'd been very poor in that first half and allowed them into the game so easily. So the second half was about trying to get on top of them and trying to play our game as much as possible. But I think, you know, we had our opportunities. We didn't take them when we needed to, and then they turned the screw when they got possession and pushed it back down into our half.
Exactly that. We couldn't quite find that second and third score, could we, in the second half? Gloucester scored from their first entry into the 22. From a player's perspective, is that a confidence thing?
I think it's probably a mixture. I think there's definitely a bit of a confidence thing in terms that we want to score quickly, and maybe there's that overly desperate attempt to score and probably not getting our roles right in the key areas, maybe being too flat on Orlando near their line, and not getting our detail right in the massive moments in the game, and we can't forget that. So yeah, I think it's a bit of a confidence thing, but we've got to be better at this level. Like, otherwise teams are going to put us to the sword.
You say we've got to be better with the run we're on. What is actually needed then from the group going into 2022?
It's definitely not one thing. It's lots of little things and lots of simple things. You look at rugby and it's a very simple game. You rarely get a moment of magic that's going to decide games in this league, and we've got to get better at the very simple things across the board, and that's defence, that's attack, and set piece.